Hello, this is Joey Ciani, owner of Delaware Scalp Micropigmentation. In this video, I will explain the SMP process. Please fill out your consultation form and follow me. Watch this video to learn how Delaware SMP can change your life.
What is scalp micropigmentation?
The human head has 1,200 hair follicles per square inch. What we're doing during the SMP process is replicating the hair follicles over a series of sessions to create the illusion of a thicker, fuller head of hair, camouflage a scar, or in many cases, recreating the hairline.
How long is the SMP process?
The SMP process takes an average of about 3 sessions to achieve the desired result. Now you will see a difference after the first session, but it will not be complete, and some people need 4 sessions.
How deep do you make the hair follicle replications?
One of the reasons why we do it over multiple sessions is because we are staying in the epidermis, which is the first few layers of skin, about the thickness of a dime, whereas a regular tattoo goes down to the dermis layer of the skin. If we went down to the dermis, it would not look natural. Below is the Delaware SMP timeline. Hypothetically, if we started a person's procedure today, we would build the foundation and hairline if needed, then wait 7 to 14 days and do session 2. After session 2, we will wait about 4 to 5 weeks for the skin to naturally exfoliate and perform session 3. If we need to do a 4th session, we will do that about 3 to 6 weeks later.
Why don't you do the whole procedure in one session?
Great question. If we try to do the whole procedure in one session, we run the risk of the hair follicle replications merging together and creating a big blob, and that will not look natural. We want this to look very natural. We are injecting as a liquid, and the hair follicle replication hardens as a solid during the healing process, and then we go right next to it the following session, making it look thicker and fuller each time you come in for a session.
Is this permanent? How long will SMP last?
Technically, yes, this is considered permanent, but I like to be very honest and transparent with each patient. This is more semi-permanent because you will need a touch-up at least every 3 to 5 years to keep it looking fresh. And if you lose more hair, we will need to treat the new area as well. The ink is all organic, there's no magnesium or iron, this will not turn blue or green, but it will fade over the years to a lighter version of black. At this time, we do not use any other color except black. Depending on the skin and hair color of each person, we will dilute the black SMP ink with distilled water to match the person's natural features.
Is this a hair transplant?
No, this is not a hair transplant. We see numerous patients who pay $5,000, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for a hair transplant and they still look bald. In a hair transplant, they take the hair from the back of the head and they try to insert it to the front and on top of the head. Sometimes the skin accepts the hair and new follicles grow, and sometimes the skin rejects the transplanted hair and the patient doesn't see any growth. The hair transplant is very tedious and difficult to do, so the doctor does not give you your money back if you don't see any growth. Now, if you did get a hair transplant and your hair still looks thin, we can combine it with SMP to make it look thicker and fuller. Also, please note, if science comes out with a cure for hair loss, SMP will not prevent new hair from growing over top of the treated area.
How much does SMP cost?
Well, each procedure is customized to meet each individual's needs, so the cost is different for each person. The cost is based on the level of effort and surface area that needs to be treated. So the smaller the area, the lower the price, the bigger the area, the higher the price. It's really the only fair way to do it. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned a little something about the SMP process. If you would still like to set up a free consultation, call us, text us, send us a DM at Delaware_SMP on Instagram or Facebook. Please note, this is the Delaware SMP process. Each company does things a little different, but this is the Delaware SMP process. If you'd like further information, contact us. Have a great day and keep grinding.